Man. It looks like it's still beefing in the media game today, dog. Because I'm here to tell you, Matt Barnes has inserted himself in this Emmanuel Acho, Stephen A. Smith situation. Now, we know Emmanuel Acho and Stephen A. Smith has been kind of going back and forth a little bit online. There's been things growing with the Cam Newton interview, and many people have been voicing their opinions about it. Now, the latest one being that LeBron James said something about the city of Memphis. Now, we know Stephen A. Smith couldn't wait to jump on that, and that's exactly what he did. He went at LeBron James. That's the story we covered yesterday here on the channel. If you guys have not done so, make sure you subscribe, guys. We're trying to get to 1,000 subscribers. And make sure you like the video if you guys are watching it, man. It really helped me out tremendously, bro. I promise you. I'm going to be doing a giveaway very soon on this channel. So the quicker we get to our goal, the quicker we can get the giveaway going. Now, with all that being said, man, I ain't going to waste no more of you guys' time. Let's listen to Emmanuel Acho first, and then we're going to listen to Stephen A. Smith respond to Matt Barnes. Let's pull it up right now. Let's roll the...
Matt, who made you the representative for anybody with this shade of skin? Who made you the representative for all people that you just want to declare kin? Who made you that representative? Like, you using that pronoun we way too loosely. Way too loosely. Way too loosely. Last I checked, in this room, a couple people still got love for Stephen A. And the four of us that are on camera are all black. So you might disagree with some people's stances. You might disagree with some people's involvement in the culture of which you have claimed the exclusive definition of. But to me, we're using that pronoun we way too loosely, because who all are you speaking on behalf of? Like, to me, you can't just simply try to ostracize Stephen A. Smith from the black community as the exclusive spokesperson for all things black.
Well, I will say this, though. I mean, there's a lot of athletes that say the same thing as Matt Barnes, like publicly. You've heard Matt just say that. You heard Terrell Owens say something similar to that. You heard Kyrie Irving say stuff, similar to that. So there's been athletes that say that, yo, you're not good for the culture, because some of Stephen A's, takes. So I'm not gonna say like Matt's just making this up. There's athletes that say
Agreed. That. To me, though, you said this. We all used to have love for you, bro. First off, everybody didn't always have love for Stephen A. Yeah. Like, you just can't, Shady, you can't cast this fishnet of all black people and say, like, we all used to have love for you, but we not gonna forget who's we?
Right, he's speaking loosely.
You just speaking on behalf of
too many people. There is a lot of people,
sure, absolutely,
that don't like that the way Stephen A. speaks about, black
I agree with that.
athletes. Now, I'm on the other fence, though, because like I like tough people. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? So there's sometimes when Stephen A. says certain things, and I respect it. He'll call certain people out. I respect it. I don't think he talks about Zion a certain way. He talks about all them guys. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, okay, even there's a time where he talk about Kyrie, and Kyrie's one of my favorite players, I'm like, yo, he's right. The brother's worried about everything else but playing basketball. Says stuff about James Harden. So there's certain players he says stuff about that I agree with. And there's some stuff he might say about LeBron I don't really agree with, but then that's TV. You're not gonna agree with everything he says. You get what I mean? So I guess I understand what Matt's saying, because I know a lot of athletes that say that about Stephen A. I like the way Stephen A. conducts himself. I think he's the best in the game, and the way he talks, and I think he's passionate. And I think he really believes that. I think he believes the stuff he says.
Now, I know a lot of us get on here and talk about Stephen A. Smith a lot. One thing I can say, I have to agree with Shady McCoy. Stephen A. Smith, the best in the game. Everybody try to emulate some shape, form, or fashion in their commentary to be like Stephen A. He has transitioned sports media, bro, in the content world and on the big screen, bro. If we talking television, everybody got a little Stephen A. Smith in they toolbox. We all could agree on that. And if you don't, you're lying. I'm telling you right now, he'd go.
Mm-hmm. And another thing is, like, he don't claim to be this great athlete, because I keep telling everybody, yo, he's a real reporter. He's been in the game for 30, 40 years reporting it. Same thing with Skip Bayless. Mm-hmm. Right? Even though Skip didn't play, he don't have no stats, because I remember Sherman like, oh, you ain't have no stats, you ain't play. And that's true. And players do look at, if you ain't play the game, we look at you a little differently. But if you study something for so long, you know about that. Think about any subject. Mm-hmm. If you study something for so long, bro, you know about it. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? So I don't look at them in any type of way, though.
I also wanted to add that this is coming in reaction to LeBron's comments on Memphis, which I think a lot of people were.
Exactly.
To be honest, I think a lot of people are fake outraged about it, though. At the end of
So a lot of this stuff is coming from the LeBron situation. If you guys don't know, we did a video on that on the channel yesterday, talking about how LeBron had some things to say about the black community in Memphis. Well, people said the black community. I don't even want to put words in the gentleman's mouth, but he said he never said he didn't like black people. Now, Stephen A. Smith took time out of his day to definitely respond again about all of the drama he's connected to. Now, granted, he's not bringing a bunch of this drama to ESPN. He's doing it on his podcast, Stephen A. Smith Straight Shooter. And let's blow it up. Let's see.
But what you just did, what I just saw, that was fucked up on a multitude of levels. So I'm just going to address it one by one. Okay? Couple of things. Let's talk about LeBron. Why y'all all acting? I mean, were y'all flamethrowers? You employed by the brother? Why are we overreacting to every damn thing that he's LeBron? He makes news. I report on it. I'm not an influencer. It's my job. It's my job. First Take is on the show, on the airwaves, 10 a.m. to 12 noon every weekday morning.
Stephen A. Smith got a great point, man. And I feel like a lot of athletes, but more importantly, a lot of fans get mad when media people report on stuff that they may not like. But y'all people got to realize this is Stephen A. Smith's job, just like it's my job to react to a bunch of sports news. Now, everybody may not like what you got to say. Okay, but guess what? I get paid to talk on his microphone, so I agree with what Stephen A. Smith is saying. 1,000%. He got a great point.
Sirius XM is on the air from 1 to 3 p.m. every afternoon. Forget my political show for a second. Forget the fact that I own my own production company. Forget the fact that I own my own YouTube channel. I just gave you 2 jobs where I'm obligated to address the news. Y'all volunteering. Influencers. I'm a reporter. It's my job. I ain't just sitting up there smoking some weed and then I decide, yo, I want to get this off my chest. Looking like I'm doing one of them Spike Lee videos where I'm strolling on some chair or whatever while I'm talking shit about somebody I'm supposed to be cool with. I'm doing my job. So let me do that job. LeBron James. I think it was me. Was that me, Josh? That was me. I did that. Because I'm not rooting against anybody. I'm rooting for y'all. That doesn't require you to agree with me. It doesn't require you it doesn't require you to have your own opinions. This is a conversation about respect. Matt Barnes, you know that on my worst day, I would never talk about you like that. Not in a million goddamn years. Not in a million years. You know that. Why? How? Because I've had ample opportunity to do so, and I never have. Not in your entire career. I've always looked out. I've always big upped. I've always had nothing but profound respect for you. And I got to see you on social media popping shit about me like that? Really? Over some shit about LeBron, and then come to find out it ain't even about LeBron. I'll get into that in a second. But just to make sure that I'm not hypocritical here, what were we really talking about with LeBron? I'm sitting there saying, be careful about being so flippant. That's it. Be in a serious confine. Address the issue with the seriousness that it's going to deserve, because it's going to affect the lives of a lot of black people. That's it. I didn't say that the brother don't have his I Promise program. I didn't say that he hasn't done things for the community. I didn't say that he wasn't one of the best people in the world, one of the greatest ambassadors in sports we've ever seen, who's a relatively good dude, regardless of my differences with him. It don't mean I don't hate him. I'm over all of that. I want him to do well. I want us to celebrate him. But when he does something that makes news, if it's for the wrong reasons, I got to call it like I see it, because that's my job. Just like when he's busting everybody's butt and looking like he's 10 years younger and doing all the things that he's doing to uplift himself and the Lakers. I talk about him positively, like I did the week before, and the week before that, and the month before that. But you forgot about that, didn't you, Matt Barnes, didn't you?
That was Stephen A. Smith, man, speaking his piece about this LeBron James situation. Will they ever reconcile? I don't know. But y'all get down in the comment section. Make sure y'all like the video, hype the video. So please subscribe to the channel. And until next time, man, peace out.